Everyone, this is the paint palette. Today I'm going to talk about something that I just recently found out about. This is a video. It's a really old one, so I just thought it'd be funny to react to. But there's also a big story. There's also a story behind it, and I've got a bunch of videos by some other people and a Google Doc in the description of one of those from the descriptions of one of those videos. All of those videos descriptions, which I urge you to read. And in general, and in short, this guy has got a long story of being a super toxic, dangerous person in the fandom as a whole. Well, not that he goes around flirting with everyone that he sees in the fandom, but more that the way he behaves and the way he conducts himself, both in what he makes and how he interacts with real people, is disturbing. And I want to make people aware of that on two fronts. And so I'm going to start with the content itself and just tear it apart piece by piece so that you know there is, just so that separating the art from the artist is not worth the waste of time that it would be. So we've got the lame, let's see here, text boxes, which are already like a sin on the sin counter. I don't have the editing skills for that, but those would be big. And then to just add to the cringe factor, we've got the weird anime looking hat thing. I don't know what's up with that. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. His character, the character that ADSA is supposed to be. And of course, the dialogue is cringe. And then, of course, he commits the big sin, the big gay, as people would say in 2010. Instead of at least trying to voice things himself, the way that Cade Mullane and the guy behind BFDI known as Safe tried to do, to make up for their terrible, well, not terrible, but certainly less than admirable animation skills. Like, at least Cade Mullane's is moderately decent. This guy sucks. And he sucks on both fronts when it comes to making things. So he's just tearing lines of dialogue from other places. And what's worse, he's taking it from some anime show, which just adds to the cringe factor. And this is how he responds to the haters. Like, what am I even supposed to think of this guy? As if this, like, what is he even trying to say? And mind you, this man made this video 2 years ago, and he was 22 at the time. This is a full-grown adult making whatever this is. A full-grown adult, which is just the most shameful, which is just so shameful. Carrie and Michael, the twins behind BFDI, were making stuff way better when they were just 10. This guy wouldn't have a career without them. And the stuff that he makes as an adult is awful. And he doesn't try to make up for it with amazing writing. He just comes up with these lame skits, and it sucks. And this is how he expresses disapproval towards the toxic fans and the haters. Like, this isn't how you show that you don't care what the haters think. Because you do care. That's why you're doing this. Which is just lame. Just so lame. And considering what he's being called, what he was initially called out for, it's a really bad look. Like, the guy might as well just pick up a ukulele and start playing it. Full-on loser. What is that character even supposed to be? And to be continued. A sequel I am not eager to find out. I am not eager to look into. Anyway, with that out of the way, this guy has been accused of some very shady and awful stuff. And to run down the list, it's stealing other people's characters, like their original characters, and giving, I think it was a joke character, and he gave them a backstory of his own without their permission. Like, it is a big red flag to do that to one of your friends, to do that to one of your friends. Like, if this guy has friends, that's already a red flag. He's also been accused of grooming someone who was a minor at the time. I forgot what they were called. Something with murderous princess in the title. And after they tried to cut contact with him, he just continued to try to contact them and harass them, first with his own account and then with alt accounts. And he also engages in just creepy behavior with the characters that he animates. Very suggestive stuff that should not be on a should not be on a channel that makes content which claims to be intended for children. And he also he handles the character of Gelatin getting romantic with one of either his or someone else's characters that he stole, because he loves stealing characters, with the tact and gracefulness of a grenade the size of an elephant, which is super creepy. Like, the way he portrays things should not be on a channel that makes stuff for kids, and he markets himself towards kids, because there's no way this video is targeted towards adults. Like, how on God's earth is this supposed to be for adults? Like, the only way you could say that it's for adults is that you need an iron stomach to withstand this level of cringe. And I don't know that many kids in general, but I imagine that if I did know, like, I imagine that most of my friends would probably struggle to hold in the contents of their stomach with this. So, and just to add the cherry on top, in addition to being accused of being a groomer and just harassment in general, this guy this guy doing that means he's a threat to, well, I don't want to sound like I'm exaggerating, because it sounds like I'm getting puritanical, but this man is genuinely genuinely a bad influence on anyone who watches him that's under the age of like 16. Because he's willing to fool around with minors, because the person at the time was a minor. And he makes stuff that is suggestive, that is targeted towards kids, which is disgusting. Like people get mad at the joke that Adam Katz made in one of his episodes, where they had to cut it out because people just didn't like it. Where one of MePhone's early challenges was crossing the border. Like, sure, that's insensitive and stuff. This is cancer. And I want it known. And in addition, like, don't harass him, but make sure that your friends are aware of just how bad this guy's stuff and how bad this guy himself is. Let your friends who are let your younger friends, let your younger siblings, and let your younger cousins know about this guy and to avoid him. You should probably also you should probably just be spreading the news to everyone in general, just so that they know to tell their younger relatives to avoid this guy as well. Like, the more people that we can make aware of this creepy cringe lord, who is one scandal away from a gotcha ukulele apology, the more people we can make aware of this guy, the better off a lot of the community will be. Because this guy is a mondo creep. And I don't like that. And I would like it if as many people as possible were campaigning to have this guy deplatformed, because this man is bad for everyone. He's probably even bad for himself, in all honesty. But that's besides the point. There should be a campaign to deplatform this guy. Like, I don't like canceling people or whatever, but this is a guy who definitely should be canceled, just because he is both, because like I said, he is both a cringe lord and a creep. And he needs to be treated, and because he is a creep, he needs to be handled accordingly. I don't know why YouTube has done nothing about this. Like, they seem to love doing nothing about these kinds of people, and it's disturbing. And so we need to be taking action, and we need to be getting vocal. Make people aware, and make YouTube aware that you don't approve of him and that he needs to be gone. Like, the way this guy behaves is not acceptable. It is disgusting. That's all I have to say on the matter. Hopefully I don't feel the need to make more videos like this. With all that said, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.